All right. April 3rd, 2016. Welcome to the first installment of my 2016 garden tour. Again, April 3rd, early spring. Look forward to showing you around. Yay, garden tours! Yay! So a good place to start our spring tour is here at the seedling table. Most of what I have planted out in the back I got from starters, but I will be putting a lot of plants in the ground that I start from seed. Most of the seed I got from either last year's crops or from Baker Creek or Seed Saver Exchange. So I'm going to show you some trays which don't have much of anything going on them yet, but basically I'm mixing up some Black Gold organic seed mix, some Recipe 420 potting mix, kind of mix them up together, fill up these little, pots, drop some seeds in them, fill up the trays, and I've been keeping them well watered. Texas sweet onions, garlic, peas, So this is my first time growing garlic. I'm not 100% sure if it's ready to harvest or not yet. Been reading online that when the bottom leaf or two starts turning brown, that's a good time to maybe check. And that's what's happening here on my garlic. So why don't we just go and dig up our first garlic and see what we find. To me, it's not really even a bulb yet. I would have to say it still needs some time. So what I got here is what I would call store-bought garlic that we were going to use for cooking, but if we didn't use it in time and it started to sprout in the kitchen, I just bring it back here and planted a row of these miscellaneous garlic cloves. These are herbs that didn't die over the winter. Most of them did, but you can see we've got 3 gorgeous chamomiles, and these 2 are echinacea, which didn't give me flower last year. I was disappointed with echinacea, but you can see, looks like I'm gonna get something going on this year. And then this row is carrots. Again, I didn't think they were growing. They were in the ground for a while, but now here we are in early spring, and they started to pop. I've also got 2 varieties of spinach. Cauliflower. Broccoli. And then I just planted yesterday these pepper plants. And I have a whole bunch of different peppers. starting with sweet peppers back there and moving forward to hot peppers. And you can see I still have pretty much an unplanted row here, and if this doesn't work out over here, the Brussels sprouts, pardon me, the broccoli, then when I pull it up, I'll make it another row of peppers that are currently germinating on the seed table. So peppers, hot peppers, medium peppers, drying peppers. So this back quadrant hasn't been planted yet. And before I plant a section, I'm not using a tiller back here anymore, which I found really pulverizes the earth, and all those earthworms and all the good stuff that's going on gets very disruptive. So I bought my newest favorite garden toy. This toy is called a broad fork, the Meadow Creature broad fork, my new favorite toy in the garden. And quick demonstration. What you do with this bad boy right here, see these big tines right there? Just kind of sink them into the ground, pull back. Lift up a little ground. So last year I had many big, beautiful tomato plants, probably 15 of them, green and lush, and had to thin them out occasionally, but I got no tomatoes. And I must have been doing something wrong. I talked to a few gardeners out here who also didn't have a very successful tomato year last year. Perhaps the weather was a factor, but I'm gonna water less frequently, like once a week, and I'm gonna give it a deep, deep watering, where before I was doing it every day for like 15 or 20 minutes and then giving it more in the hottest summer days. But this year, another thing I did differently is I bought my tomatoes at Tomato Mania. Ooh, Tomato Mania. So nestled in the shadows of the 405 freeway in beautiful Encino, California, is Tapia Brothers, an institution in the San Fernando Valley. And this is the spot where they hold the largest Tomato Mania of, I think, the 5 or 6 sales. They claim to have over 300 varieties available, and I was there on the Saturday morning when the 3-day sale started, and I got some great starters, some pics of the sale.
Are we in tune? You sound like more of us, we're not anyway.